Well, hey, EVTV. Here's Anne Koppenborg, back from Cape Girardeau in Missouri and ready for your EVTV Amsterdam update. Listen, last week at the shop, it's been a mad scramble getting ready for our next boat show, the HISWA here in Amsterdam from the 2nd till 7th of September. But before we look forward, let's look back a little bit. EVCCON 2014, well and truly over. I'm wearing the t-shirt. But man, what a great week that was. For all you viewers out there that weren't there or have missed previous EVCCONs, my commiserations to you. Not only do you have to wait an extra week for the next EVTV Fix, your weekly show, but you miss out on this fantastic week of EV jam-packed goodness that, man, I can just hardly describe. Between the sessions, the vendors coming, meeting all the new builders, meeting all your friends again after a year away and seeing each other's builds, checking out the cars, taking them out for play day, parade day, and now even Sykeston's Dragway Day. Man, oh man, is that just the greatest week ever. Don't take my word for it. I took a little video along the way and made a compilation so I can replay for myself and show all those on the fence or that have never been. They really need to be there next year. So let's take a look. That is too cool. Oh, that's a new kind of EV grin, man. That is just so cool. Porsche with the double 34.
That's it. You got it. Keep going. Shift now. Go. That's it. Keep going. That's it. Come on. Go. You got him. You got him. You got him. You got him. Go through it. All right. You got him. There you go.
Salt and battery.
Here.
The view you most... Ah, player like a piano.
Ready?
Yes, sir. John Metric just made my day. Glad to be snug in here.
First gear only.
Only first gear.
Here's your first TV. Go.
Yeah?
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Get a picture
tribute. This has got to go on your webpage.
That'd be cool.
I'm trying to say between the taxiway.
That's what we're talking about. Yes, man. That's why you built this baby. Oh man, these toys are the best. We have Jason Horak's warp-powered Daytona.
It's all down and warp.
We have a very consistent 9.3 action going on here. What have you been running, Mikey? High eights?
8.8.
Yep.
Like I was supposed to, because it was already green and he's telling me to go, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but I can't. So because I was running with a 4,000 slew rate,
Yeah.
and so we'll go under we'll go back to our drag race configuration here, and we'll change it from 4,000. We'll make it maybe 3,000.
Well, there you have it, guys. It is an event like no other, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. In fact, dates for next year are now set. 29th of September, a Tuesday. It will all begin again, probably a couple of days before that even. And I just got to say, you got to be there. And to all my friends that I've met there, let's see you next year. So, looking forward. Next week, as I said, we have a new boat show that we'll be attending. HISWA, it's called again, just like March this year, but there's always a two-part to the HISWA. There is the boat show interior, where you exhibit your boats and your wares in a large convention hall. And there's what we call the natte HISWA, the wet HISWA, which is out behind Central Station in the water. And together with our Electric Boating Holland Association, we have a stand where we'll be able to exhibit both the Silverback and the Delta. So this time we'll be able to not only show what we have going on, but we'll be able to put some asses in the seats and give some people EV grins, let them see what it's all about. Of course, getting ready for a big show, you need to do some buffing, some shining, but also some fine-tuning and making sure everything's ready to rock and roll. That gave me an excuse to go out in the Silverback this week, and me and Frans Heijn, owner and operator, took her through her paces and made sure she is still the fine craft that we know her to be. We tweaked some battery settings, needed to put the max pack amperage up a little bit so we have that oomph. Up out of the water, but otherwise she's really all ready to rock and roll, and I think people will have great fun feeling what that's like. Of course, the Delta needs to be ready as well. Let's not even talk about the big snafu of new Delta arriving at Jack. He has told you about this, and we are dealing with it. I'm dealing with the heartbreak, but we will be looking forward to making the next Delta and making things right. Delta, old Delta right here, was without a prop because I took the well-working prop with me to the States, and we have now decided to test out a new four-bladed prop and see if in our preferred mode of operation, see if around 40 kilometers an hour we are actually a little bit more efficient, possibly, but mostly if we can get that acceleration time down even a bit. With four blades, you have more grip on the water, more place to put that torque, and less chance of creating a lot of cavitation. Got a couple of pictures of her on there. I haven't been able to take her out yet, but we're hoping for good weather this weekend so that we don't go to the boat show completely unprepared. Otherwise, all systems are go for both Silverback and Delta, and we should make a good show of it next week. Laying behind me is the Jeep, the CJ5, which should have been going for road legal testing, but she's actually been completely disassembled. Raymond didn't make EVCON this year because he also had to stay back at the shop and keep our time frame for building that Jeep CJ5. Now it turns out that in the pre-test, the VIN number that's in the chassis, it's not where it's supposed to be. Some powder coat the chassis that he filled up the VIN number and painted right over it. They have a way of telling what was originally there, and to make sure that this is not a stolen car. We're quite sure it isn't. But now we have to wait until the 11th of September to do a identification test. Well, for us, the bad comes with the good. 2 weeks of delay means that we have a little more time to focus on the boat show and make sure we pull that off right. Soon after, we should have the Jeep back and making her a rolling project instead of a big paperweight filling up the shop here. Well, from Amsterdam, that's our quick update this week. I hope you all are back to your builds. We're going to be building our asses off, and I hope to see you next week. Take it easy. Take it easy.